Hey guys and girls, Nathan Birch here from B.Invested.com.au group of companies, and I'm today talking about deals that I'm pulling from the vault from a couple of years ago. This property you see in front of you looks nice, looks pretty, looks renovated. That took a $30,000 renovation to make it look that way. Before, which we'll put up on the screen now, you can see the before photos, and now looking at what it is, this thing here was a piece of shit. It was covered in graffiti, all the walls kicked in, all that sort of stuff. Probably sitting there saying, oh, I wouldn't have bought that. I wouldn't have bought that. However, this thing here you would buy. What you got to realize is that you wouldn't have bought that property for $165,000 that we just saw on the screen, but you would buy this for $195,000, which is nice and new and pretty, and would rent out for $340 a week or $330 per week. The reality of it is that you need to look at the mindset and go, okay, if A plus B equals C, and C is very cheap because D is what the market's worth, well, that's just a simple equation. This property fits into someone's portfolio. It would fit into anyone's portfolio. Clients that I've presented this to you a few years ago, hi, if you're watching, you've just pissed a few $100,000 up against the wall because you said no to it. I'm pulling it from the vault, and the ones that I've shown it to that said no, they went on and did some other stuff, but I'm just talking about opportunities out there and a mindset. This thing here, 165 grand, 30 grand for a reno, it's 195 grand. This would sell in the current market in 2015 for $500,000. You've got a fully renovated house, good rental return, the opportunity for a granny flat. I hate granny flats. I see spruikers out there selling shit all the time. Granny flat this, granny flat that. They're just trying to get a commission from selling you a bit of junk. If you build a property portfolio, I always look at the fact that it's good to build a property portfolio. That's your accumulation phase. Then you got a consolidation phase. Is how am I going to generate a cash flow out of it? Am I going to sell some stuff off? Am I going to do some renovations? Whatnot. This thing here has the opportunity to add a granny flat, and our client is going to build a granny flat at this property in the later part of this year, which would make this property probably worth like $650K in the current market if it had that. And this guy here, he'll probably knock it over for about 80 grand for the granny flat, and he'll be able to get a rent of say $320 at the time, because he could take a little bit off for the chopping off the yard, and probably about $250, $260. So if you had 10 of these, you added a granny flat to them later on down the track, it's not something you do from day one, because at the same time, if you had have invested that $100,000 per se of granny flat money, that could have been 2 deposits for 2 other properties. So you could have had 3 properties going up in the market cycle, which would be worth 500, 500, 500, 1.5 mil, or the granny flat in this, it's worth 650 odd grand. It's important that you structure your portfolio correctly, where you have a phase where you go through accumulation and a phase where you go through consolidation. Fortunate enough for our clients, most of them are at a point where they're at a consolidation phase because they've made lots of good decisions in their investing journey, and you know it's really humbling to be a part of other people's lives and seeing them kick ass with their own investing and being able to pull in the same results that I've been doing for the last decade. So if you have any questions, give us a buzz, 1300 367 925. Send us an email at admin@binvested.com.au. Catch up soon, have an awesome day, and make sure you keep watching the properties from the vault. They're awesome.